return that text and tell him you're coming to Thanksgiving dinner this year. You know, the text that you've been ignoring the last 8 years, this year you're going to surprise everyone and you're going to show up. And you're just going to have a big smile on your face, like the Grinch, like that, that one. Yeah, you're going to have that. So no matter what they say, you may hear some like, gosh, you know, this wasn't what I thought it was. You may hear some of that. You may hear like, he's just trying to protect everybody. The uncle that's drunk in the corner, he may just start sobbing. Uncle Daryl may just be crying into his, I don't even know, your ale. What do you drink at Thanksgiving? I don't really know. Wine. Yeah, he just may be crying in his drink about what could have been. Or that he's just trying to protect everyone and they're just out to get him. And can't you see? That's okay. You're just going to have that Grinch smile, that Cheshire grin, knowing that we are at the beginning of the end of this administration. We really are. And so the thing is, even if you feel like the conversations aren't going the way you want or hope, here's the thing that you can do that is so important. Watch this.
Deconstructing Christianity, religious trauma, religious psychosis, Salem witch trials.
Now, from what I understand from the comments from that video, is that if you're hooked up to the Wi-Fi, like everyone else will be too, and even what you type into your phone will influence their phones. So be typing in like how to break down the patriarchy. Like there's so many things, like how to find truthful news sources. Is Fox News really entertainment? Is systemic racism real? Like, there's so many things that we could be typing in there. And if you can get those phones, you know, just say, oh, my phone died. I need to Google something. Can I borrow your phone? And then you Google those questions. And if you can, you go in and you delete the history. It's like a white lie, but it serves a purpose and it's fun. So get those phones, get near those phones. Make sure when you say things like that, you say them loud enough for all those phones to hear that. I'm serious. This is such a brilliant idea. And then in the comments, type different things that we could say into those phones or type into those phones so that those things will start popping up on Facebook and in their searches or just like whatever starts getting pushed their direction. Because whether or not they say it to you, they may be open to these conversations and they may not feel safe enough to say it to you yet. Because some people say, well, they've never said anything to me. That doesn't mean they're not questioning it. Cults question things in silence. I've had a lot of you that have broken out of cults say, I didn't tell my spouse for 2 years. I just needed to deconstruct on my own because I didn't know if I was willing to risk everything to leave. And I had to be sure. And I think these holidays are going to be very reflective for a lot of people. Now, I had someone on here send me a video of Peter Doocy from Fake News, and he was just trying to act like it was just so beautiful and wonderful that Trump was blasting music, supposedly off his playlist or something, from the White House. Did you guys see those? Those were fucking creepy. We had Phantom of the Opera, and then he was blasting out Star Spangled Banner, but with him saying the Pledge of Allegiance over it. It was being blasted. It sounded like a haunted house. I don't remember the music that Peter Doocy was listening to, but he was sitting there like, it was an Elton John song. I don't remember what it was, but anyway, he was just like, you guys, can you hear this? Like, that guy's full-on Kool-Aid drinker. And people in the comments were like, he is my president. We're never going to have another White House like this. Oh, please, please, from your mouth to fake God's ears. That would be amazing. Oh my gosh, if you guys haven't seen those videos, I did share one, but go look at them. They're haunting. Like, that guy is losing it. Like, yeah, it's super normal to be blasting that music from the White House. It makes it feel like super haunted, like a nightmare fever dream. Oh my gosh. Like, I am so lit up inside. I have been sick for a couple days, but like, I've still had this total energy and inner happiness. I'm a child again. You know what I mean? Like, this is so amazing. It's like it was so hard to believe that anything was going to come out of this, like, or how long it was going to take. But I really and truly felt that because they started out so fast that they were done. I really believed that. It was just a matter of the tipping point. And we've hit that, and we're now starting on the de-escalation. And we'll see how fast that roller coaster goes. It feels like it's going to go at a pretty good pace. But I also knew, because I teach about cults and I came from cults, was that until he got to full power, January 20th of this year, there was no way for it to break apart. So I have a lot of people in the comments go, oh, I've heard this before, Trump's effed. You did not hear it from someone that teaches about cults. You never heard that from them. Because, like, even if Kamala had won, like, he still had hold of the cult. So it can't break apart till he had full power. And he did. He had the tech bros, he had the Supreme Court, he had Congress, like he had all these colleges, like he had so much more. He himself said that. That's why you see him saying things like that he's the king of the world and he's in charge of the world. Or even last night, he said that he's the head, basically like police officer. Like, that's because he thinks so, because he thinks he has all of this power now, which is quickly running through his fingers. So, yeah. So you get your little booties over to that Thanksgiving. So, and then leave a comment on a good thing to type into the phones. And if you don't do that, type what your favorite pie is, because there's only one right answer.